everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Please help me welcome back to the channel the amazing Linda G. Hello, darling.
Hi,
How
honey.
are
Do you
you?
hear the wind? Do you hear my chimes, you guys? The
I
wind is
do.
blowing. I'm in Northern California. We're getting some significant gusts.
I saw the video that you posted where someone was saying that they were leaving LA and they had the video was about like big semi trucks that
Oh,
had,
all turned over.
yeah.
You know where that happened with me was in Edinburgh. Well, actually, I was heading towards Stirling to see Stirling Castle. And I was with my boyfriend's mom and dad. And thank God him and I are big because we held down the back of his car. But all the lorries were turned over.
Really? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, that is the wind certainly doesn't help the situation. It
No,
really doesn't.
the wind is because I lived this in the fire here in 2017 where 50 some odd people died in their beds because they had no way to let people know that it was on fire. And I got a thing on my phone saying from the sheriff, evacuate. I'm thinking evacuate. And they said a name that is also a town. So I thought they meant the town, but he was talking about my street. I didn't know it.
Oh my
so
goodness.
I look and I thought, well, that's weird. So this is how lazy I am. So I type hey, Lisa, I text my son, who at the time was still living with me, and he was in his bedroom right across the hall. I said, son, do you think I should, be worried about this? And I hear him get up. I hear him walk out the door. And then he comes back in and he goes to my room. He says, Mom, you better see this. So I thought, what? So I put my robe and my slippers and I walk out there with him and we looked. My garage is like here. And when I stepped past the garage, looking down the street, nothing but flames up on the hill.
Oh my gosh.
And embers were coming that were this big.
Oh my Lord.
Fully engulfed. That's what was getting LA was those embers. I know what they're talking about. And I looked at my son. Now, mind you, I just had a new roof put on. And I looked at my son and I said, maybe we should leave. They said to leave. Maybe we should. Because I'm like half a block away from the firehouse. So he had his car, thank God. So he packed his brother and pictures, and I packed the babies. They were just babies then. I packed the babies and dog beds and dog food, and I did my important papers, a few clothes. I didn't even care about my jewelry. I told Universe, if you want it, you can have it. Although I just bought the house.
Yeah.
So it took us 5 hours to get maybe 20 miles away is my sister's town. It took us 5 hours. It was bumper to bumper.
I can imagine.
It was so bad. That fire was so bad. I'll send you. My sister came to see me and she took the train and she took a picture. It's just like what they're showing with Malibu.
Yes.
It was nothing but it was terrible. So what really got hit was those poor people that live in lorries,
Yes.
And those embers were flying into San Francisco. They had to shut down the schools. They had to shut that. It was so, thank God I had a new air conditioner, central system that I could run through the fan.
Wow.
To keep us safe. And I think our power is up about 7 days. That's when I got the Generac because I was like, I don't want to go through that again because you don't have any internet or nothing.
No. And it does. You don't realize until you are without power just how much you depend on it. I'm hungry. I'm going to open up a can of soup and I'm going to heat it up. Am I really?
Yeah. Well, the good news, we had gas. So gas water heater. So we were able to take hot baths and I have a gas stove.
Oh, well.
So you just light a match and you turn the gas on, it lights up and you can cook something on the stove.
Wow. Yeah, we went, a couple of years ago, at our old house. Yeah, we had a tree broke in half, and the top of it fell on the house.
The house
Instantly,
you were living in?
yes,
And
yes,
what happened to you guys? You were okay?
yeah,
No,
we,
you got killed. I'm talking to your ghost.
yes, yes. So yeah, my son was just coming home, pulling into the driveway. I was getting ready to do a show, and all of a sudden all the power went. I didn't really hear a whole lot, but I heard the next door neighbor talking to Chris saying, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And I thought, what happened? So I went out, and she was the one who said, "Yeah, I watched your tree from the backyard. I watched it. It broke in half." And so that explained the power outage. And so
What part of the roof did it hit?
it hit the back 2 bedrooms. It really didn't do a whole lot of damage to the roof, but what it did do was, because that's where kind of the power lines were, so it just knocked down the power lines. And of course, because the house was a little older, it wasn't new. When when I called the power company to get the power back up and so on, and they said no, they couldn't do that because it would I would need to upgrade the system before anything, because it was older and so on. Anyway, it was an absolute shite show for.
Did the insurance cover anything?
Yes, yes, yes.
Listen, I'm going to tell you guys, I have State Farm, and I know the terrible thing they just recently did.
Yes.
But a tree branch broke from my neighbor's house, pretty big, where it went right through the garage roof, through the ceiling.
Yeah.
And State Farm was out the next day. They had the roof guy there, and it was the guy who originally put my roof on. And they paid for extra roofing to make sure everything coincided, that it was free flowing, and paid it right away. But because it was the neighbor's house and it was considered an act of God, they didn't have to pay the copay. I had to pay the $2,000 myself.
Oh my gosh.
And they didn't even offer. But maybe they don't have the money. But they could have said something like, "Geez, Linda, if we had money, because let me tell you something. Same thing happened to me, and my tree broke and went through the roof. I would have paid the copay."
Exactly. And if nothing else, at least give me the opportunity to say no thanks.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, right? Yeah, totally. Oh.
Okay, so you got questions.
There's
a lot of questions, girl. I have so many questions right now in my head, but let's get at your questions.
Yes, absolutely. So I just the first one that I had here was NATO has a meeting scheduled for next week. This is from Laura Sellers. Can you please read on whether they plan on releasing anything about election interference by Russia? So I think NATO is.
Well, NATO, Germany just took over the air systems of NATO because they know they don't trust Trump as far as they can throw.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. By the way, before I forget, thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you for being here. I did say initially I was saying hello to people as they were coming in, but you know what? There's 1,900 of you in here. So yeah. But thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And for those of you that are not subscribed to Linda, and I can't see how you could not be, her info is in the description of the video. So
thank you guys.
Please go over.
By the way, did you guys hear that that actor who was on CNN crying about losing his house? His house is still standing because he didn't lose his house. Is that just a play with the internet, or is I just like you guys to tell me if he actually did lose his house. That would be really sad. I can't see how he could cry like that. It seems so real. Maybe somebody's lying and saying his house didn't go down.
Could be. could be.
Yeah, Tom Hanks' house is safe. James Wood, yeah. James Wood. And Spielberg house is okay.
Wow.
I know that Mel Gibson lost his house and Ed Harris lost his house.
Oh. Oh, Carol Newsom says James Woods is mega.
Yeah, I know he is. He's been mega, but he was on CNN crying about losing his house. Oh, it's really windy. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It is blowing hard.
Yeah. No, you know what? It's I don't mind the chimes, honestly.
It is like probably 40, 50 miles an hour.
Wow.
If anything happens and I get exited off this because the power goes out, I have a Generac. So give me 2 minutes. It'll come right back up and I can talk to you. And if my house is crushed, we can walk through and talk about it.
Absolutely. It'll be
I saw Melissa Rivers lost her house.
Oh.
And we know Jack Smith resigned, you guys. He was going to resign. He's going to The Hague. He resigned saying, here's the reports I promised you. I've done my duty. Now F off.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, let's look at the meeting with NATO.
Yeah, the truth on whether they plan on releasing. You know what? I think that they, yes, they are. I start off with temperance in that they're being careful in terms of how they're going to present things and when they're going to present it. When they decide that they're going to release it, it's going to come in fast and furious. And
I just feel like one day we're sitting there and the next day, boom.
Yes.
Look at this. Karma's a bitch, ain't it?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Karma's a bitch.
Yeah.
I think next week is a very bad week. And I'm not saying this because I'm gleeful. I can see Trump beat red with fury. And not only is it Jack Smith's release, but also NATO's release. It's going to come filtering down on him. And did you hear Congress are in the back gleeful, cutting Medicare and Medicaid and cutting Social Security, and they're just and getting rid of the $35 copay for it. And they're in the back just, but you know what? I'm going to tell you guys something, and you can say, Linda, damn it, you were right or you weren't right. But I'm not seeing them be able to pull that off.
I know. I think that there's a lot of talk about doing things and getting things done. I'll tell you, I have tried really, really hard to kind of excuse me, look into the future a little bit. I can't see Trump being inaugurated.
I know. I've never been able to see
it. So whatever happens, and
well, it could very well that the country shuts down and nobody watches them, which is the worst thing you can do to him.
Yes, it could be that. I think that there's also a good possibility that the people involved are going to, and I mean NATO and Biden, Obama, and so on. I think that they're going to confront Trump with what they have, and they're going to say, either you admit what you did and walk away, or we are releasing it. This is not open for negotiation. You've got 20 minutes to get it done.
Oh, he'll let them release it because he'll just deny it.
Yeah. But I mean, in the meantime, it's not going to be Biden and Obama that are going to release it. It's going to be NATO that is going to release it.
Wonderful.
Right? So, and I think that's one of the reasons.
And I also see Jack Smith's report. Just
yes,
boom. And there's some more tidbits as far as Trump selling our information to foreign nations that's about ready to explode.
Yes, absolutely. They I think that if this came out and Biden was the one or Obama was the one to release it, it would feel like, Trump 2.0, Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was stolen. Rah, rah, rah. Right? No, I think that they're NATO is going to release it, and they're going to be pointing fingers, and they've got the receipts. They have the evidence, and they're going
Yeah.
to be able to present it. And you know what's really funny? I have not heard anything from JD Vance.
Oh, that's what everybody says. Where the hell is he?
Where is he?
The other
I
one they're saying isn't talking is Vedic or whatever his name is.
Yeah,
Ever
Vivek,
since
yeah.
he called Americans stupid, they said
Yeah.
he's just hiding out now.
Yeah, I think honestly, my feeling is that JD Vance is singing like a canary.
You do? You feel that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that he, as soon as Musk got in
I
there,
think he's TikTok. I think he's waiting for Trump to be taken out.
uh-huh, yeah. Oh, Antoinette's granddaughter says supposedly Vance had a small surgery. Inserting a spine? Is that, can you do that? Yeah. Yeah.
Kathleen O'Malley, thank you very much for your donation. She says, is the arsonist going to get caught? Hell yeah. And also, they're blatant. People got film of them. There's this one woman that came from, I think, Ohio, all the way out here just to start fires. She's a blonde woman, older woman. You would never guess she was an arsonist. They need to do martial law so they can just shoot you where you're standing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there's this, I know that in California, wildfires can happen all the time, but generally it's in the spring, it's in the summer.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that often that it happens in the winter. So, you know, maybe go out on a limb and I'll say, maybe this wasn't natural. Maybe this didn't just occur. There might have been, in entertainment purposes only, what do I know? I think that there might have been a helping hand.
Yeah.
And this is one of the ways to distract from what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Start something else.
Thank you, Iris.
Iris.
Listen, somebody asked again about, could you throw cards on Jack?
Sure.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that they said in his resignation, this isn't any kind of big deal about him resigning because he did his report. What he says in his resignation letter is, here's a report I was hired to do. Here you go.
Yes.
You know, do what you want with it. And I took a job with The Hague. He's going back to The Hague, you guys.
Yes.
And he'll be safe there until something happens where he needs to come back. So don't worry. He's not sticking around for Trump to put his snipers out on him.
No, not at all. And he'll be a lot more useful at The Hague than he will, staying behind and putting up with whatever Trump has to say. Because you're absolutely right. He was hired to do a job. He did the job.
It's interesting he's going to The Hague because maybe he knows something because he worked on those stealing the things that he's going to be able to get Trump from The Hague.
Yes.
He'll be, as Lisa says, he'll be back. Hi,
Yes.
Ron, Unconditional Love.
Hello, those of you that have joined us. Thank you. You know what? In terms of Jack Smith, I get the Ace of Wands. This is
he's got it.
Big ideas, but big ideas. They know exactly what they're doing.
They know what they're doing.
They know
got a lot of strength too.
Yeah.
You know, poor Jack, he got butchered by the Supreme Court.
Yes, he did.
They held on and held on and held on. They screwed him deliberately just to protect their mighty one. Well, guess what? It's probably the mighty mouse. When he goes forward, he's going to self-implode. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be bad.
Yep. Absolutely. And someone asked, actually it was Teresa Tea Garden Chicken, who says, talk about the crazy weather events coming this year, and will those events help more people understand that climate change is an issue we all need to address?
Yes, but here's the problem. The dummies in office aren't going to accept it because the oil companies fatten their wallets.
Yep.
They'll just drill, baby.
Yeah, I
Hi,
think.
Kevin Loving. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin. I think that not only the climate change, but when they start making changes to, let's say, Social Security or whatnot, or they really
They're
start
already
talking
starting.
about it, yeah, that's when people are going to stand up and say, "Well, wait a minute, I didn't think you meant my Social Security. I think it was everybody else's, not my Social Security." So, um, I think that's when people are. They're really going to not only start paying attention, but they're going to start getting angry.
Yeah. There was a
And
gentleman on MSNBC. Somebody sent me the link. He was on Joe's show. So I watched what he said. And he said, mark my words, because the rich people are going to get hit. And
yes,
you're going to see things like that gentleman that shot, that assassin actually, that
yeah,
shot that CEO. You're going to
yeah,
see more of that happening, where
hmm,
they're going to take down the big names. And
yes,
people will be afraid. So, yeah, what's going to happen is the economy, let me tell you guys, he's going to implode it.
yes,
That's what I'm telling you. If you don't sell your house now, don't sell it.
yeah. Hang on.
Hang on to everything.
Yeah, now is not the time to be, going out on big shopping sprees and buying all kinds of things that you don't need. Now is
Yeah,
the time to hang on to what you have, right? Be very prudent in what you have. You can stock up on some essentials,
right.
right? And just be ready for whatever is going to come in, because yeah, things are going to get a little hard before they get a little better. And I think that it kind of almost needs to happen that way, because so far a lot of people, and especially the mega ones, who are realizing that they have been lied to, the
Yeah,
smarter ones, now they're saying, well, Biden, save us, somebody save us. I think the big lesson here is save yourself,
yeah.
you know so
Yeah, and they're laughing. They're all glad California's getting hit. But, these poor people in Florida and every place else, it's going to be Armageddon. I'm telling you, you guys,
yes,
it's not going to be easy.
yep,
Get away from the coastlines. You
yeah,
got somebody like Mel Gibson who lost his house, but he's worth $500 million. He can build another house without even turning in his insurance. But how about the
exactly.
other people?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the ones who just happen to, they've been in the neighborhood for the last 7 years. Those ones are the ones that are really, they're suffering. Okay.
And may I say something? It's going to be, thank God, Congress is neck to neck, because it's going to be a lot of congressional people, including some Republican congressional people, that are going to prevent them from. Big people will see it. Like, what do you mean you're going to cut? But I see almost like they can't do it. They just don't have the votes to do it.
Yeah. No, no, because a lot of people are absolutely going to stand up, and they are going to be screaming and yelling. And that's going to be, well, I didn't think you meant my Social Security. I didn't mean you. I didn't think you meant my health care or anything
Yeah.
else. And besides, for those that are on the West Coast, like California, Oregon, Washington, if you want to come up and join Canada and be the 11th province, we can call it Cascadia. Come on up. Y'all get free health care automatically.
I know people were talking about that online. Heck yeah, I'll join Canada. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, okay. Who else do I have here? All right. Tropics 10 says, are we now steering away from the possibility of Kamala being inaugurated instead of the orange one?
Are we now what?
Are we now steering away from the possibility of Kamala being inaugurated instead of the orange one?
Yeah, well, I never saw him getting in. I always
Mhm.
saw her at an inauguration, but that could be if she's like governor of California. I could have seen her dancing the dance there.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling less and less that she's going to get inaugurated. I'm almost feeling that Biden and everybody knows he cheated and they're telling her, shh. So we may get hit with some stuff. I am when he allegedly won, which he did, and he cheated.
Yeah,
I asked
absolutely.
my guys, you're the guys are the ones that told me about COVID a year before it happened. How could you set me on this wrong turn? And
Yeah.
I heard as clear as day. First of all, we have free will, so they
Yes.
can't change free will. And
Yes.
second of all, that his people need to see who he really is.
Yes.
And there's a guy named, what's his name? Nate, Nathe.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
Anyway, I watched his predictions. I think I posted it on my show. And he's going to be on my show next week. Now, he doesn't see him dying. I see him, 3 feet, 10 feet under.
Uh-huh.
But he says just in the first years, he's like nothing burger. He's not able to get anything done. And that's what I was seeing, because I was seeing, even when he was first in office, that his own people were throwing tomatoes at him. He's just not going to be able to get anything done. He comes through like king for a day, and he's just a little mighty mouse.
Well, exactly, because he's not really in charge. If
Yeah.
it's Elon Musk, it's Putin and other people. I had a question last night during one of the shows that I did, and that was people wanted to know if Trump's medical records were ever going to be released. And I said, why bother? I mean, they're not going to tell us anything that we don't already know. He is physically a sick old man, and he
never was shot in the ear.
no.
And then the good thing people say is, why isn't he talking about his alleged assassin? Talks about everything else.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely. So, Kamala being inaugurated, I think I get the King of Pentacles. I don't think that there is going to be a traditional inauguration the way that you think of it come the 20th. I think that things are going to be put off. I have a feeling that Biden is going to say no until we figure things out.
Okay.
And with the information that comes from NATO, I think that things are put on hold until a lot of the information is released. So, will Kamala get in at that point?
Maybe I can't say yes, definitely on that, but I can tell you, I definitely don't see him getting in either. So, no. And somebody keeps asking about, will SCOTUS overturn Trump? No, I don't believe they can overturn it.
No,
this was a state thing. It wasn't Diana, do you think SCOTUS will overturn his charges? No, because it's a state. They can't touch state.
No. That was one of the reasons that it was done the way that it was done. He's a convicted felon.
Yeah,
he's a convicted felon. That's
Although she just said SCOTUS previously overturned state conviction of GOP Virginia governor on bribery. I don't see them overturning Trump's. I don't see them touching it.
Yeah, and that's
they didn't even give him a conviction. They just slapped him on the hand.
Yeah. And okay, someone is asking about Biden's farewell address on the 15th.
Okay. He's doing a farewell address on the 15th?
Apparently. Well, let's find out. Is Biden's farewell address on the 15th, is it actually going to be a farewell address?
Well, he kind of did one the other day talking about what he's done for the economy.
Yeah.
Wind chimes are annoying. Listen, John Smith, it's Armageddon winds out here right now. Sorry. Don't turn your on mute so you don't have to listen. Sorry about it, but that's how it is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I think that he is going to, it's not going to be the farewell address that you think it is going to be. And I think it's going to bring out a lot of conversation. With this is the Five of Wands. There's going to be a lot of back and forth about, well, he should have done this, didn't do that. A lot of bickering back and forth, but I don't think that it's going to be a traditional, thanks, it's been a slice, I'm leaving you in good hands.
No.
No.
It looks very sad, in fact.
Yeah.
Look at this. What the heck is this? The Justice card and the Death card?
Oh.
What is that?
Well.
An ending or his ending? Here's Biden, and he's walking away. He's walking away.
Wow.
The cup is falling. It's very sad. It's like I gave you guys all this opportunity, and it's about ready to be thrown in the water.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's not going to be a traditional kind of thing. No. Wow. Okay. Now, just a sec. Let me take a look at some of the ones that I had highlighted earlier. Yeah. Acadian Crowd said, "Is
I'm
Biden
going to close the door real quick."
Okay. Is Biden afraid to release any report on election tampering? He has to be really careful, and that's why I think that the information doesn't come from Biden; that it comes from NATO, because it will make.
Thank you, pink lady. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think the Biden saying it would only be like, Trump saying, "Oh, the election was stolen." So no, I don't think that that's going to happen. But I think, I think Biden is worried that if the information comes from him, that yes, it might cause some of the mega followers.
The thing is, Biden and Merrick Garland and all those people, they sit too much. They're too uneasy with every move they make. Somebody needs to be brave and just say it, like Eric Swalwell. Somebody needs to say, to hell with you, this is what the truth is. But they always be dancing like they're walking on eggshells. They're true patriots. Well, that's from the 1950s, 60s. Let's move forward. Yeah. Tell us who this man is.
Unfortunately, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is a case of trying to govern by being having integrity and humility and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't work when you're dealing with people who don't have those same viewpoints. So it's like you're trying to be honest with dishonest people. Mm-hmm. That's
and they will jump at us. But what they need to do, what the MAGA people need to do, is suffer for a little bit here.
Yes.
They need to get a little taste of what he's going to give them. And then it's going to be, wait a second, that's not what you said you'd do for us. He's talking about Greenland and Panama Canal. In the meantime, when have you heard him say about groceries? He stopped talking about the price of groceries. He stopped talking about they're eating the dogs.
Yes.
He's only talking about, I want this, I want Canada, I want.
Yeah. There's, he has said that there really isn't a lot that he can do about prices because, prices never come down once they go up.
Yeah, and they're corporations.
Yes. So he knows that what he sold them was a bill of goods.
Yeah.
And now it's time for him to deliver on the promises he made. So he can't. So he's going to distract. Well, we need Greenland because it's a matter of national security.
No, it's a matter of Putin wants it.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Linda. Thank you for that donation. Um, not only that, but yeah, Panama Canal, they're going to take over Canada. All that is just a bunch of stuff that you throw in the air and you hope something's going to stick.
Well, they want that. They want it because of Putin. I'm telling you, there's money in Greenland. There's Putin wants those places, and he's going to try to act like Putin, but because he owes Putin so much damn money, it's not even funny.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, let's go to the next one. Here is
Hey, you guys, I was at the store today, and I noticed there was a lot of eggs in the eggshells. Are eggs coming back?
I think so.
Are they coming back? Did you guys notice?
Yeah. Okay. So we had Iris Powers, and thank you for the donation, Iris. And she says, "Do you see Biden pardoning Michael Cohen? What will Michael's future be?" That No, I don't think that he will pardon Michael Cohen, because that's something that uh, that's a Trump move. So no, I don't think that he's going to pardon.
Well, Trump will come after him if he doesn't pardon.
Yeah, Trump will, but there's really not.
Like Biden knew he wasn't going to give his son a reprieve, but then when he realized that this guy was just going to make his life hell.
Yeah.
It's very possible. I'm going to disagree. He very much may give him a pardon.
Okay.
We hadn't heard from Michael Cohen at all, and he was on some show the other day, and he looked very rested. And I thought, oh, he must have got some good news. How much you want to bet he put in a thing to be pardoned?
Maybe.
I could be wrong.
Well, and someone just said that it's possible that he asked for a Astrachik said Michael Cohen asked Biden directly yesterday, I think. Well,
okay.
You know what? Might be true. I get the judgment card, so I think
somebody said the bird shortage is the bird flu, and yes, we know that. I'm just saying I was at the store, and there was a lot. So basically, they killed a lot of birds. But the birds kind of grow fast. So I was wondering, is it kind of resolving? Or is it getting better? Has anyone heard? But I know that's the reason why.
Yeah.
Oh, Ness just said, girlfriend, did you watch that funeral? I did.
Oh, it was
beautiful.
It was.
No president shook his hand.
No. And what I really enjoyed was how many times as the people were eulogizing Jimmy Carter, when they would get to certain words like justice and believing in law, and they would
look right at him
where he was sitting.
He absolutely doesn't get it. This man is so self-absorbed. You can talk about decency and everything till you're blue in the face. He thinks you're just an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. And when hold on, Wendy Schneider said about that they cut him out of the pictures. And yes, I saw that where the Carter family and the Carter Center, the pictures of the funeral that they were releasing was, how Trump was sitting kind of close to the pillar. Well, they took it from an angle where you could see all the other presidents, and the pillar was blocking Trump and Melania.
They did that deliberately.
Yes, they did. I think that's phenomenal.
It's great. Hey, listen, also, this is what I just heard, okay? Psychically. I heard Biden psychically in my head say, well, of course I'll pardon Michael Cohen, because he paid a price Trump wasn't willing to pay. He paid a price and then
Yes, he did.
jerk off over here, got away with it.
Yep.
So yeah, and he knows that Trump will be after him. So he says, "Yeah, I'll give him a pardon." I just heard that.
I can absolutely go with that. That's
Yeah.
fine. That I am willing to be wrong on that one. Yeah. Thank you, Rose Blue. And yes, Obama did take one for the team. I think he drew the short straw.
Yeah, but he was laughing because Biden, Obama, he'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? He's like
Yeah.
this fool.
Well, it's like,
Did you see Melania had the program upside down?
Upside down. Well, English isn't her first language, so let's. And what was she wearing?
Her Mother Teresa outfit.
Yeah, maybe that's what, if you want to think along the lines of Handmaid's Tale, maybe that's what the commanders' wives are going to be wearing in the future. And she was just showcasing it for them.
You guys, I don't want to spread any bad rumors. I want you to know this is entertainment purposes only.
Yes.
But I will tell you, yes, someone just wrote, will there be more attempts on Trump? And yes, there will be. And I'm really feeling Iran manages to get in there somehow because they're going to try to damage the FBI. And I see long-term FBI people that are still there that are just going, yeah, well, let it blow up. So it's good for us regular folks to stay home and get out of large crowds because I feel there'll be an opening for them to get in there and do something with him.
It's funny you say that because, yeah, I said that yesterday when I was on with Allie, Heart and Soul Connected. I said, I have a feeling that, yeah, someone is going to take a shot at him again.
I had that vivid dream about snipers up on a roof.
Mm-hmm.
And Arthur had a dream about a sinkhole.
Oh.
And Trump and all of them went down, and the Democrats were up around, but they were like flying in the air. And another subscriber wrote me and said, Linda, and she never writes, she just said, I got to tell you, after I heard Arthur's dream, I had the same dream.
Oh my gosh.
About a sinkhole. They were getting ready to have him take the oath, and the sinkhole happened.
Absolutely. Why not?
Hell Why yeah.
Not? If
something happens and they say, because I was looking up the language, and they say, well, JD Vance would have to then take over. Because they said once the votes are in, he's in, but he has to do the oath of office. But once he's in and something happens to him, JD Vance, but I almost feel like JD Vance will be running scared too. They're going to be afraid.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Lisa Foster said, you mean stinkhole?
Yes. Yes, that too. It's really interesting that I think now that he has quote unquote fulfilled what it was that the Heritage Foundation and Project 2025 and all those, they have no use for him.
Yeah.
They have no use for him now. He's done what they wanted him to do. Elon Musk helped him. He bought his way into the presidency. So yeah,
and he held on to the tailcoat of Trump because Trump is popular, but JD Vance is a nothing burger. I'm telling you right now.
No, he doesn't have what it takes to hold the mega together. They don't like him. Mega doesn't like him.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. Europe is really looking at Elon.
Mm-hmm.
Elon's going down, you guys. Mark my words. This may, time-wise, we're not very good. But it's sooner than later. We're not going to wait 4 years. No. I see Elon and Trump disengaging, and then I see Trump going out.
Yes. Yeah. I think there's they're both of their egos are too big to share the stage. So, they kind of they had to work together to get into the White House. But now that that's done, no, there is no more kinship or whatever between them. And Elon has done a lot of things in not only the US, but in other countries as well.
Yes,
That,
the UK's mad at him.
yes,
Australia's mad at him.
yes,
Canada's mad at him.
yes. So yeah, he's not going to be welcome to too many places. So I think that he's probably going to retreat,
Well,
right?
also his cars aren't selling right now. Nobody's
No,
buying them. And
no,
China just got done building that factory. Yeah,
yeah,
it's going to be a nothing burger.
yeah. No, no, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Okay. And Belinda Funk wanted to know the January 19th rally by 45. What is the purpose of it and what will come of it?
It is going to be a laughing stock. I could be totally wrong. Maybe I'm wishing it. I see the rally before that with the marching going to be bigger.
Yes.
But I almost feel like there might even be some sort of planned attempt by crazy lefties to do something terrible, which they shouldn't do, because you get your rights and your lefts causing trouble.
Yes. Yeah.
But I see violence at Trump's thing. I don't know why I just saw that.
Yeah, I think he's that's almost what he wants, is for there to be violence of some sort, so that he can then say, well, tomorrow when I'm inaugurated, yes, it's going to be martial law. We have to put an end to this. We have to put a stop to this until we figure out what's going on with our elections and all the things that we're hearing about our elections. I'm suspending things. We're not going to have any more of that.
Well, he can't do that till the 20th because he's not going to be president till the 20th.
Yeah. So there's no, and someone else had said, and I think that they're probably on point with this, is yeah, this is his way of luring people to come in on the 19th. And well, as long as you're here on the 19th, you might as well stay an extra day and show up to the inauguration, right? Because he knows nobody's going to come. Who's going to be at the inauguration? His rich friends. That's it. You know, there's most of the mega folks and the folks that voted for him are, you know, I don't know that they've got the.
Oh, he's going to make it where they won't have any extra money to go to his events.
Exactly. Yeah. So
I just got a hit, you guys. I'm sorry to tell you this. I just heard very softly in my ear, and I pray I'm wrong, but that President Biden will probably pass within the next 4 years. I almost feel peacefully.
Yeah.
Like in his sleep. Like I almost feel like he's like this and somebody's tried to wake him and he had passed. Because he worked really hard. Oh my God, did you see him and his wife so in love with that new grandson of his? Their daughter had that little boy.
Yes.
Oh my God. So that gives him hope.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yeah,
I just got that hit, you guys. Don't take it to the bank, but I just heard very quiet, and then I saw him like this, like he just.
Yeah. He has given his all, and he has tried to be kind of the, you know, the light on the hill, and trying to do the honorable gentlemanly thing. But he's dealing with people who are not. Yeah, they're. Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you, Marina, what about Johnson? What's his time clock look like? Are we doing TikTok?
Oh, we can, sure. You mean Mike Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, for sure, in 18 months, when we vote again, it's going to be crystal blue.
Oh.
So he's gone.
But
I see Trump mad at him because she's not able to talk people into voting for Trump's things.
Yes. You know what? If he is still in that position, by July of this year, I'll be surprised.
Okay. Tell me about Mike Johnson.
Yeah.
Tell me about Mike Johnson.
Yeah. No. He all right, I get the Knight of Swords.
Yeah.
The Five of Wands and the World. His days are numbered. The infighting has not stopped, and it's not.
He's got all his energy going out the door, and guess who's standing over him? God is.
Uh-huh.
So he speaks with a forked tongue.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. He's got the Five of Swords. Ooh, the world will work against him. I love it.
Yes. Yeah. They're he is not. He is so far out of his depth in that position that there's
but he's trying to kiss the ring and he's not listening to his own constituents. He's going to try to work against the people. Let me tell you something. This is good news I heard too. I felt like this energy, maybe even after Biden crosses, but I was feeling this energy of everybody coming together and insisting on more of the right road to take. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael.
I just got a hit that Russia worked with Muster Rig. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
This thing was rigged. When it comes out, I don't know, but this thing was rigged. But I feel people coming together. I feel this nation finally saying to the corporations, F you.
Yes. Yeah. The what's the word I'm looking for? Not the difference, but the between those that have and those that have not, it is widening, right?
Yeah.
And those that have are not doing anything to help those that have not.
There's going to be trouble. They're going to make people afraid. Be afraid. But you know, I got to tell you, I've told this on another show. I was watching a story about on the Weather Channel about the Battle of the Bulge.
Yes.
In World War II. And how bad the weather was and how the Nazis were around the Americans. And Eisenhower couldn't get the planes in there to bomb out these Germans. And they were fighting and they were freezing and they were dying. It was terrible. And they were losing faith. And then for some reason, the Germans took 70 POWs. They took 70 of them and didn't even march them a half mile and shot them all, killed them all. And when the Americans found out about that, that's when things changed. They fought like you would, just like Americans when they found out about Pearl Harbor. Get me in there. I'm going to take care of somebody. That's that energy I'm feeling. Like you don't, just like with September 11th. Remember how America came together? Now, the only problem, too, is like then everybody was blaming all Muslims, etc. And same thing with World War II, because very innocent Japanese were put in camps and they didn't have anything to do with it. Exactly. My tribe, we were code talkers, but we weren't given anything except, and the blacks, too. They fought in World War II and then treated like they didn't even get the benefits other VA people got.
Exactly.
But that part is not good about America. But the one thing about everybody coming together, they fought that and won the Battle of the Bulge. And then the skies cleared, and Eisenhower was able to get the airplanes to shoot those tanks. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, and that is exactly what needs to happen again. Is there needs to be an event that is going to cause everyone to come together. I think that it is coming. I think that, as unfortunate as it is, that yes, some people are going to need to learn the lesson the hard way. They're going to need to learn that decisions that you make today, that you think only you're looking at it in terms of how does this affect me, that has to stop. And you have to think, how does this affect other people around me? How does this affect everyone?
Yeah.
Right? And think a little further than you pass the tip of your nose. That how you do things, decisions that you make, actions that you take do have consequences, real consequences for people who may not be in a position to do anything about the bad things that happen to them. Right?
Yeah.
It's like the refugees coming into any country. There's a big difference between an immigrant and a refugee. Immigrants bring value to countries. Refugees have no choice. They are fleeing for their lives.
Yes.
So, let's not put them all in the same basket and say, oh, these people are awful and so on. No, they're not.
Yeah.
They want to be like everyone else. Please. I want to be happy. I want to have a roof over my head, and I want opportunities for my kids.
And you can't get a lot of Americans to do the work that a lot of immigrants do. But listen, when they start paying $10 a head for lettuce, then maybe. But listen, I just heard something else. I don't know why I'm getting so many hits. I wonder if it's because of the wind.
Could be.
But I just heard from the realm, there will be trained assassins. Mm-hmm. And not necessarily going against regular Joe Blows, going against the upper class. Like there's already these group of people.
Yes.
Like there was trained type of people that were working with Trump type energy. But I almost see like these people, like that CEO, because they're making that guy out to be some sort of saint.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the guy that shot him, they took him out of, everybody was all happy. Oh, they took him out of where they put him in isolation. They finally took him out of there. You know, the guy doesn't have a chance, but people are looking up to him. And I see other people saying, you know what? Let's get a group of professionals and let's start taking these people living like fat kings down. That's what I heard.
Yes. Yes. And honestly, that makes absolute sense.
I just heard that out of the blue, trained assassins.
Yes. Yeah. They're, when you think of whenever the world has had massive change, like think of the Russian Revolution, think of the French Revolution. What happened? It was the regular people who said, okay, enough is enough. I don't want more than anyone else. I just want a fair shot.
Look what happened to that guy in Syria. They took his happy butt out.
Yes, absolutely. And haven't heard much of him now that he's been
I don't even know if he's still alive. They tried to poison him. You don't know. Maybe he was sick like Navalny was sick.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So no, I think that as soon as he got there, all his money was graciously donated to Putin, and then he fell out of the basement window as people in Russia normally do.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I did have now T. Lynn, who and this is kind of off the topic but on the topic. Will anyone come to the aid of Afghani women? And they have been banned from speaking in public. They've been banned from speaking to each other. Taliban has literally banned windows now, and they're boarding up windows, she said, so that people can't see into the courtyard or kitchens where the women are. So, she's wondering they'll need a lot of health care, and how crazy is it going to get? It's going to get as crazy as it needs to until the women band together and do something.
I see the Iranian women getting out of those costumes too.
Yes.
It's going to be 3 or 4 years as we all grow and get out of this. The Taliban will be a nothing burger.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Keep hurting these people. They will wake up in the middle of the night with knives and just stab you to death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. yeah, there is going to come a point, and it's not going to be too far in the future where the women are going to say enough. And it's not only in Afghanistan, but it's kind of all over the world where, women are going to realize that we have power, we have abilities to make our own decisions. We don't need to to kind of be beholden to a man who's going to do things for us. We can do things for ourselves.
Yep.
Right? So stop thinking that, yes, someone is going to come and save you. Save yourself. Do what you need to save yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go.
Thank you. We did an hour. Yay.
We did an hour. Yes, we did. Thank you. Thank you so much. And because I do want you to come back again, I'm not going to keep you any longer than that. I will just very quickly remind people to please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will mention that our Shine the Light event is happening on the 25th of this month, which is a Saturday. And I hope that you'll come back for that one as well, Linda.
Thank you. You guys do so much to help so many people.
Yes, it's absolutely wonderful. And also, I just want to highlight the Shine Your Light t-shirt and merchandise that you
Love
can get.
it.
Yeah. So I have the link again in the description.
Thank you, Carmen. Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Yes. So if you'd like to order some of the merch, go on there and take a look. And we'll have more information as we get closer to the 25th. But we've got some wonderful people that are going to be coming. Of course, Linda G. We've also got Jennifer Lisa Vent.
Oh, Lisa. Oh, she's so cool.
She is amazing.
I subscribed to her. What day is that again?
Saturday, January 25th.
Send me the link.
Yes, absolutely. I will. Absolutely.
I got to meet Lisa.
Yes. Yeah, she is. I love, and she's going to be doing a presentation on the Dreaming Woman.
Ooh, well, her and I are sisters from another mother.
Uh-huh. Yeah, absolutely. So
I'll be there. Just send me the link the day before because I'll lose it.
Okay. All right. The day before, I'm going to do that. And I'll send you a little.
And what time is that? I'm hearing all kinds of sirens, you guys. How much you want to bet this? A little fire started. Okay, what time is it?
At 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
So that'd be 3:30 for me.
I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
God, my son flew in from Madrid yesterday.
Nice.
He was in the Canary Islands with his girlfriend and her family. And the flight was an hour or so late, and he was supposed to catch the flight in Dallas. He still had to go through customs. He had to get the flight from Dallas to San Francisco. And I told him not to worry because because of the snow, a lot of flights had been delayed, including in Atlanta, Georgia. And I kept looking at the flight, and it was on time. Finally, when he lands, it was an hour later. So he made it, no problem.
Excellent. Well,
thank you, honey.
Angels are with him. Thank you, guys. Linda. All right. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We'll keep you posted, and we'll see you again. And blessings to each and every one of you. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye for now.